What's going on, everyone? Ethan Ader here with Horizon Hobby, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at a brand new design and release from Blade, introducing the InFusion 180. So first things first, let's go ahead and see what you can expect inside the box.
Okay, so like most Blade helicopters, the first thing you will see is the manual, and in this bag you will see the blade holders as well as a set of Allen keys and some tools to work on the InFusion 180. Removing the foam piece, you will see that you have the helicopter itself, the Blade InFusion 180.
Alright, so now that the helicopter is out of the box, let's go ahead and talk about the designs and the features and why this may be the most versatile helicopter that Blade has ever produced. Over the past couple of years, the bar has essentially been raised for dual brushless helicopter setups. Direct drive power has become the pinnacle for incredible micro helicopter performance because of their nearly instant torque and simple yet durable design. Now, for those of you who might be new to RC helicopters or just might be unfamiliar with what direct drive essentially is, basically it is a setup in which the motor is connected directly to the head through a main shaft. So essentially one full rotation of the head means one full rotation of the motor. This is honestly the simplest and most durable design in the sense that there are absolutely no gears in this helicopter, so therefore lower parts count and you have absolutely no gears to strip. Now, taking a look at the airframe itself, you can see that this helicopter is a completely new and original design from Blade. As you can see, all the components are neatly fit into this airframe and are rather easily accessible. Overall, the design in the InFusion 180's airframe allows for easy fixing, easy maintenance, and super fast parts replacement. Honestly, it's one of those airframes you just have to get in your hands to see how rigid and durable this helicopter feels and is. Like, honestly, being a 3D helicopter pilot, I'm going to crash a lot, so I'm super curious to see how this helicopter holds up. And I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be very impressed. Now that we covered the InFusion 180's airframe, let's go ahead and talk about its electronics, which is honestly a lot of cool new stuff, so I'm super excited to share them with you and talk about their features. The Blade InFusion 180 incorporates the brand new AR6251M HXA flybarless unit. This new flybarless unit features advanced adaptive flight control algorithms as well as forward programming on Spectrum transmitters. The InFusion 180 also incorporates the brand new Spectrum brushless motor designed specifically for this helicopter, as well as a Spectrum brushless tail motor. Both are controlled by the Spectrum Avian Smart Light 20 amp dual ESC, which is pre-programmed for the InFusion 180. And lastly, the Blade InFusion 180 features the brand new Spectrum H2080 cyclic servos, which are a metal geared nanolite servo. And honestly, my favorite thing about these brand new servos are the fact that you can rotate them a full 360 degrees, so it adds to the overall durability of the InFusion 180 in the sense that you don't have to worry about stripping out a servo as much during a crash. So yeah, that about covers it on the electronics for the Blade InFusion 180. Now, let's talk about why the InFusion 180 might be the most versatile helicopter Blade has ever created. For those of you who are familiar with Blade micro helicopters, you've probably assumed that the InFusion 180 features safe technology. You're correct. So the safe technology, accompanied with the simple design and extremely rugged durability, makes the Blade InFusion 180 a great first helicopter. In stability mode, first-time RC helicopter pilots can master orientation as well as basic upright flying with the Blade InFusion 180 and not have to worry about overcompensating and flipping the helicopter over. Now, one of the most incredible aspects about the InFusion 180 is that with the Spectrum 3-cell 850 mAh G2 batteries, new-time pilots can experience flight times of up to 8 minutes. That's a long time. But yeah, the battery compartment in the InFusion 180 allows for a 3-cell 850, so those new-time pilots can get the most out of a single charge. And don't worry, with the 3-cell 850 mAh battery, 3D with the InFusion 180 is more than capable. Now, for those advanced 3D helicopter pilots who might want the most out of the InFusion 180, be on the lookout for the new Spectrum 3-cell 600 mAh battery. This lighter 3-cell battery really allows for the InFusion 180 to show its full potential in 3D maneuvers. And that about covers it on the Blade InFusion 180. The next thing to do is to see what this helicopter is capable of, so I will see you guys at the field.
Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get the InFusion 180 in the air. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to only be using the 3-cell 850, as that's what most beginners are going to be using, and that's what this video ultimately is aimed towards. So I'm going to go ahead and take off in stability mode, and we will get this helicopter in the air. As you can see, it lifts off just fine. Super smooth, as you can see. It's almost hands off. And if it is drifting a little bit, it is a little breezy out here. But if it is drifting a little bit, you can always go and recalibrate the flybarless unit, and that should correct any drift. But honestly, that's completely fine with me right there. You can see that's almost hands off. That's really good. Let's see, you can turn. Pirouette compensation is real good. Nice. Now what's cool about stability mode is you can go ahead, it is a 3D helicopter, but in stability mode, you can go ahead and just push full forward. It's not gonna over-rotate. You can see I'm full back on the stick. That's as far as it's gonna go. So for those beginners learning orientation, if you overcompensate, you aren't gonna go upside down. You don't have to worry about any of that. But yeah, you can see it's super tame. You don't have to worry about flipping over. That's why I would definitely recommend this as a first-time helicopter. Not to mention with a direct drive system, no gears to strip. It'll crash. It'll handle a crash very well. You can see it handles forward flight really good. Not to mention that big canopy in the front, you can really see what orientation it's in, so that definitely helps as well with mastering orientation, is being able to see the helicopter. Yeah, you can see. Might I point out, even with the brushless tail, it switches directions pretty quick. And for those of you who have mastered orientation, you can go ahead and flip into stunt 1. This allows you to go upside down. You can see, this is stunt 1, so the head speed's not quite as high, but you can see it'll still, with an 850 and lower head speed, you can still do some flips in basic 3D, basic smooth 3D. It'll take it just fine. And at this rate, you can fly for almost up to 8 minutes, which is incredible. You see, you can practice flips. And like always, you have panic mode. So watch this, hands off. Look at that. Flips right on over. And what I did was I just flipped back into stability mode. You also have the button, so that's in the mix. You can go ahead and flip that and it'll flip back over. It essentially does the same thing. As soon as you unrelease or release the button, it will go back into stunt mode. So as you can see. Let's go ahead and check out stunt 2. You can hear it kind of comes alive. Keep in mind, this is a 3-cell 850. This is the heavier battery. But the InFusion 180 does not care. That direct drive power, you got plenty of power to do some pretty decent 3D with a 3-cell 850. Keep on the lookout for some videos where I'll be using the 3-cell 450 and the 3-cell 600 milliamp. It really makes this helicopter come alive when it comes to 3D. But honestly, this right here is super enjoyable. We can cut a little grass. There we go. But yeah, in just a single flight, you can see how capable this helicopter is and how much you can grow with it. Like here you are doing some decent 3D. And whenever you want, you can flip back into stability mode. Flipped over for you. You can go ahead and just practice your orientations, do whatever you need to do. That's really impressive. I know I said it's the most versatile, but I can honestly say that this is probably the smoothest helicopter that Blade's ever created as well. Man, I love that canopy in the sunshine. Smooth as can be. What's cool about this is we have our ESC status through the smart ESC that's on this helicopter. We can go ahead and look, see our battery info. You can even see the individual voltage on the cells, and these will honestly climb a little bit the way LiPos behave. Yeah, you can see your overall voltage, your temperature. It's very impressive. And you even have your minimum and maximum, so you can see the max volts, max RPMs. We only pulled 12 amps. That's incredible. Temperature, not that hot, but yeah. That is the InFusion 180.
Alright, well, as you all can see, the InFusion 180 definitely speaks for itself in terms of versatility. It'd be a great first helicopter. It's something that you can learn all your basic orientations with, and you can progress into 3D, and it'll handle crashes completely fine with its simple direct drive setup. You don't have to worry about breaking any gears or anything like that. Super easy to fix, super easy to replace parts. Overall, it's a great machine. So yeah, it's honestly one of my favorites just because of its durability. Not to mention it flies incredible. So yeah, be sure to check out some more videos soon on the channel. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys.